don't know. I'm not gonna say dreading Monday, or but it was like the weekend just went by so fast, and I was out and about, busy all day yesterday. So I don't know. It just really felt like a task, but I woke up nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? Some people didn't, so it's Gucci. Everything is Gucci. And another thing about Monday is that you can't get to Friday without it. Okay, so it's about how you look at shit, right? So it's Monday, the start of another work week for those of us, for us Monday through Friday folks, 9 to 5ers. And however you get it is how you get it. Okay, but I've always been a 9 to 5 type of girl, so that's just and this YouTube hustle is like a freelance side thing. But anyway, y'all, so I am just talking. Okay, this is one of my ride to work random ramblings, and I just felt like just to go off script and just have a conversation with y'all. I mean, we not talking about one thing in particular. Y'all know how this ride to work random ramblings thing go. I just talk about shit. So first and foremost, I'ma say this. I really enjoy going to the Dominican salon. Okay, so they get shit done. All right. It's like you go in there, you tell them what you want, and they get the shit done. And I can appreciate that, because I spent a lot of years going to black salons, and it was cool, but like the dynamic is just totally different in the Dominican salon. Like, something I noticed about black salons is that, appointments are necessary. Okay, you make appointments, you show up on time or before time. Usually I'm always before time, at least 15-20 minutes before my appointment time, so I'm there, right? Now, in my mind, the purpose of an appointment is to make sure that you're seen when you need to get seen. And you schedule appointments because people got shit to do, people busy, and not only that day am I planning on getting my hair done, but I'm getting my hair done, I'm getting my nails done, I gotta go grocery shopping, I gotta get home so I can start my short ribs and shit. You know what I'm saying? So schedule an appointment. But what I'm noticing, or what I noticed in the past, is that motherfuckers at the black salon want you to schedule an appointment so they can schedule how long, how much time they can bullshit. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to be stereotypical, I'm not trying to be shady, none of that shit. I'm just speaking from experience. It seemed like when you schedule an appointment with a black stylist, it's like they know what time you supposed to be there, so that way they can schedule 15-20 minutes to go run an errand before you get there, or they can go run an errand and they know you supposed to be in the chair at 3 o'clock, so cool, long as she in the chair by 4:15, I can still get my next client in by 6. Listen, if y'all know what I'm talking about, just leave a comment, okay? Because I know I'm not the only one, and this, like I said, ain't no shade, but I'm just speaking from experience. Like, I've been in salons where I showed up as much as 30 minutes ahead of my appointment time, checked in and everything, and still the stylist was taking people out of turn. Like the girl that came in after me, she got seen before me, and then I got put under the dryer for like an hour and a half, and then when I came from under the dryer, my stylist left out of the salon because she had to go settle on her house. What? Girl, so, but child, I went to that Dominican salon yesterday. I got there at 2 o'clock, and I got me and my daughter done. We both got blowouts and flat ironed, and we were out of there by 5. And you know, that was reasonable for me. Like, that was an hour and a half for each of us, which included, you know, the shampoo, the deep conditioning treatment, which was under the dryer for like 20 minutes, the whole blowout session, and the styling in 3 hours. So that's what's up. And it's a family affair in the Dominican salon. Girl, they be in there. They got the babies in there. They got the cousins in there. They got the sister in there, child. They shit, playpens. Somebody in the back making funeral arrangements and shit. I'm lying. I'm exaggerating. I'm just being funny, but it was cool. So shout out to the salon I went to. They got a loyal customer. So that was that. And something else I wanted to talk about, y'all, is tell your kids the truth. Okay? I know as parents, it's a lot on our shoulders, especially single parents. You know, it's a lot, and the way the world just come at you in all different kind of directions, and then you have kids that you trying to raise, and you trying to protect, and you trying to steer them and guide them, and you know, make their life better than what yours was. But at the same time, it's imperative that we just keep it real with our kids. And the reason I say that is because that's how them generational curses and shit start. Or that, not even start, but that's how them generational curses and pathologies, family pathologies and everything just keep getting perpetuated, because it seemed to me like parents be trying to hide shit from their kids and lie to their kids, but kids are so much smarter than we give them credit for. So my thing is, why not just keep it real with your kids from the jump? Like, if you fucked up, okay, then you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But first of all, if you fucked up, don't have no kids. But if you do have kids, you know, just work on yourself, and first of all, keep it real with yourself. You know what I mean? Because something I noticed about liars is that liars lie to you so easily because they lie to themselves so easily and so often. So just keep it real with yourself, first of all, and keep it real with your kids. Do not lie to your kids. If it's something that you feel like, you know, that's compelling you to lie to your kids, just please find a different way to handle that situation. Better yet, don't put yourself in a situation where you gonna have to lie to your kids. Okay? I can see how, you know, you do things in your life that you are not proud of, and you might feel some shame about that, and you feel like, you know, as a parent, my kid can't never find this out because they won't respect me. But you a fool if you think your kid ain't gonna figure that shit out on their own. So why not just come to terms with yourself, first of all, and just tell your kids, like, straight up, like, look, mommy has done some things that I'm not proud of, and mommy's not perfect, but this is why I'm telling you this, because I want you to be a better person than I was. You know, instead of trying to act like your shit don't stink and, well, I'm your father. What? Okay, I know that, but you act like all this time I haven't seen the shit that's been going on in this family. What? Man, I ain't gonna get too deep in it, Joe, but let me just tell y'all something. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not no expert. I ain't got no titles behind my name, but listen, I know what I'm talking about. So when it comes to my daughter, I'm not perfect by any stretch, you know, but I tell my daughter the truth to the extent that she can understand it. She's a child, okay? So I'm not just gonna be having super deep and heavy conversations with my daughter, because of course she's a kid, she can't understand but so much. But to the level that she can synthesize that information, I put it on that level, and I tell her, you know, like, you're capable, okay? You're capable. You have to apply yourself. We don't do excuses, all right? And the sad thing is that, like, I had to tell my daughter that disappointment is a part of life, okay? Disappointment is a part of life. And she knows, like, that I set it up to where I will not disappoint my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I will not disappoint my daughter. And if there's something that I do drop the ball on, I'm not going to tell her just to get over it. I'm going to tell her, listen, mommy dropped the ball, stink, and I'm sorry. But I also am careful about the shit that I allow her to witness and the shit that I say around her. And just on the basic level, like, for instance, if I am thinking about making plans, you know, like, it might be something that I have in my mind that I want to do with my daughter, or like, I might want to take her, I want to take her to see Black Panther, okay? But I'm not going to promise her that unless I know for sure that that's going to happen. So, for instance, I'm not going to be on the phone talking to somebody and just for the sake of talking, just be like, yeah, I'm taking my daughter to see Black Panther, and yeah, I'm going to make sure that happens. We're going to do that this weekend. Knowing full well that I ain't 100% sure that that's going to happen. But yet, because she overheard me talking, she's going to remember that. So unless I'm 100% sure that I'm going to make that shit happen, I'm not going to let her hear that. And I'm careful too about, you know, making promises that I can't keep. You know, and I'm sensitive to how other people talk around her. How other adults talk around her, saying we gonna do this and we gonna do that. Listen, don't just be saying that shit, because adults do that a lot. And I know, because when I was growing up, that shit happened around me a whole lot. Like, hearing adults being like, oh, well, we gonna take the kids to Wild World this weekend. Okay, that's they saying that. It's Wednesday. They saying that. Okay, cool. So we just we the kids, we around the house, we hear the adults talking, and we trust and we believe in the adults. So we like, oh, we going to Wild World this weekend. We kids, we excited. So that's Wednesday, around dinner time. You know, everybody getting their plate, coming to eat and everything, and the adults, they off in the front room, they talking, and we overhear them talking about, we gonna take the kids to Wild World this weekend. So us kids, we go and we get our plates and we sit down at the kids table, we eat and talking about Wild World. Okay, because we heard them say that. Then time goes on, the weekend get here, right? And so we expecting to go to Wild World, but it's Saturday morning, and everybody done hung out. All the adults done hung out all night Friday night. Okay, so Saturday morning, ain't no adults up and about making no breakfast. Ain't no adults up and about packing bags for us to go to Wild World. So, you know, we sitting around, we like, well, okay, I mean, maybe we still going. Time keep going on, couple hours pass, still ain't nobody motivated to do nothing. So we sitting around, we like, damn, but they said we was going to Wild World. Child. Then the next thing you know, one of the adults who was saying we going to Wild World is talking about they leaving to go get their hair done. And then, you know what I'm saying, by now it's probably like early afternoon, but they still getting their hair done, and the person who's supposed to be driving, they grocery shopping. You know what I'm saying? Need I go on? I mean, listen, I know that shit. So all I'm trying to say is that be mindful of your kids' intelligence, and be mindful that they're vulnerable, and be mindful that they are like sponges and they gonna soak that shit up. Okay, whether it's good or bad, they gonna soak that shit up, and they gonna remember how you made them feel. They may not remember everything that happened that day, but they gonna remember that they was disappointed as fuck that day because you said you was gonna do something and you didn't do it. So tell your kids the truth, man. Tell your kids the truth. If you made a promise that you see you can't keep because money ran low or something like that, just tell them, we can't go do that this weekend because mommy ran out of money. Okay, but don't worry, I remember, and we'll get it done. Okay. And I hate to keep belaboring. I'm not trying to belabor the issues of what went down on Iyanla, but excuse me, y'all. When I tell y'all I know about that shit, I know about that shit. And so that's what made me want to just come in with this conversation right quick about telling your kids the truth, because them kids been lied to all their lives. The people they trusted and believed lied to them their entire lives. So, and we see what kind of turmoil that caused. So, man, just tell your kids the truth, okay? And don't be making promises you can't keep. I know that got heavy for a minute, but I'm just saying, just bear with me, y'all. So yeah, I ain't no puta. I keep my pajamas clean. Lord, when that damn dog popped out of that sofa, and child, Aunt Song could not take it. She said, "Oh Lord, Queenie!" Child, girl, y'all don't even know. I spend a whole lot of time by myself, so I be just doing this shit on my own. Like, even if I ain't turn the camera on, I be in here talking about damn Aunt song by myself. I don't care. Whatever. YOLO, right? So, anyway, y'all, that was a ride to work random ramblings. And I'm just about up here to the station. So I gotta go get on this train. And then, excuse me, y'all, I gotta go get on this train and make it to work so I can sit down and get me some coffee. You know, I heard on the news this morning that, like, I think 65% of adults in the U.S. have at least 1 cup of coffee a day. That's a lot of people. And to think that at one point I was not a coffee drinker. What happened was one day, this was years ago, that I got to work and I wanted some hot chocolate. It was cold outside, I remember, and I wanted some hot chocolate, and I couldn't get any because I think we had run out of hot chocolate, but we had plenty of coffee, and I just wanted something hot. And I didn't want any tea because I was tired of drinking tea at the time because I had been sick, getting over a cold, and I was drinking tea and tea and tea and more tea. So anyway, long story short, I got some coffee that day, and I've been a coffee drinker ever since. So, you know, but typically it's just 1 cup a day. I have a cup in the morning when I get to work. And really, it's more so ritualistic than out of necessity, because that's just my morning routine is, you know, once I get to work, I make myself a cup of coffee, and I get that first sip, child, girl. Woo! Just get first sip, okay? And then I feel like once I get that one more sip, once I get that sip, then I'm off to the races. You know what I mean? So, I keep putting my steering wheel in y'all face. Shout out to Pimp C putting it in their face. Rest in peace. Because that's something he used to say all the time. We gonna put it in their face. Okay? So, ain't nothing wrong with that. Put it in their face. Let them see it. Okay? Whatever that is. Don't be ashamed. Let them see it. So, I'm at the station, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I've been talking y'all head off. Thanks for tuning in, kicking it with me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But, yeah, so if you think somebody might enjoy my channel, recommend it to them. Share a video with them. Sit down and watch one of my videos with them. Y'all talk about it, okay? Because that's what I want to do. I want to generate conversation amongst people and just get people talking. Not about me, talking about shit, important issues and shit, okay? And if I can help be the catalyst in doing that, then so be it. So anyway, y'all take it easy. Happy Monday. Be safe. Love on one another. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, like, and all of that shit.